I'm right next to the edge. Not like a deadly edge, but still pretty good adrenaline rush. In case you missed our last video, we spent a full day exploring some charming towns in Switzerland, and now we've moved on to explore the mountains of Jungfrau.
Good morning! We are here in Lauterbrunnen, another area in the Bernese Oberlands.
This is up in the Jungfrau region, and this valley is beautiful. They have a huge waterfall that's a little bit more of a trickle right now, but even just seeing the town, I think, between the mountains is really cool to see. This is where J.R.R. Tolkien came through and actually what inspired Rivendell.
Which, if you don't know, is from Lord of the Rings. We are going to explore this town a little bit, and then we're going to make our way through a few different towns on our way to Grindelwald.
Possibly try a few new activities along the way. This place really is like a fairy tale. You have the church steeple that we see in every Switzerland town, the giant cliffs on the side, the snow-covered mountains in the background. It's pretty magical.
If you're looking to get the same shots of the waterfall that you see online, you probably will need a drone, but there are a couple places where you can walk down, and it's really pretty with the valley behind you and the waterfall off to the side. We are here in mid-March, so the waterfall isn't raging by any means. It's more of a little gentle flow over the side and kind of disappears in the wind partway down, but it's still really pretty. We are going back to the terminal now to ride up to Murren next.
So far, everything that we're doing is a part of the Swiss Pass, which we have a 3-day version of for the next couple of days, and so this is included in that.
And we're going to try and show you most of the Jungfrau region, but admittedly we are not going up to the top of Europe. It's a little bit expensive to get up there, and we feel like we've already had some really amazing views on this trip.
Getting up to Murren is an adventure of its own. It starts with a large gondola followed by a train. Thankfully, everything's pretty scenic.
Although Murren's really pretty and nice to walk around, we're actually here to do an activity called sledging, which is essentially sledding.
If you're interested in going sledging while you're here, it was 10 franc to rent each of the sleds, and then it cost us, with our half-off Swiss travel card, about 16 franc to get 6 rides up the tram to the top of the mountain where we launched. And we split that between the two of us, so 3 rides total.
And as far as attire that you should be wearing, you definitely have to have good boots or shoes. They said they wouldn't rent out to anyone with bad shoes. And they recommend waterproof pants because you do get a little snow splash. I have no idea what to expect sledging, but I'm really excited about it.
So this looks like it's a kid slope. There's like a bunch of goat signs and stuff that you're supposed to avoid, like obstacles. I don't think I could do that now on skis. Sledging here is definitely different than what you might experience in the US, which would be more of like a tube ride. This is, it's at least a 1 kilometer track. It can take anywhere from 10 minutes to 45 minutes, but it's going down like a path, almost like a ski slope.
Oh, I know. She said it's a little slushy, so braking might be a little harder. We're gonna do a little baby trial run on this tiny part of the hill. See how it goes.
First run, here goes nothing. Oh, we're moving. We're moving. The only way to steer is to put your feet down. We're slowing down. Maybe I can give it a little speed with my feet too. There we go. All right, we're moving pretty good just for a baby hill. I gotta turn myself, so I turn just by putting the feet down. That's working pretty well. I'm definitely not gonna make it through this whole flat spot. What am I, heavy on the left side? Rebecca's like flying down. My sled must be for beginners. I can't get it to move. I think there's a bigger hill here.
I'm crushing him. He can't keep up. Woo!
We're flying now. Oh yeah. Oh, a little close to the edge. Nice. This goes fast. Are you back there? Oh, this is awesome. Look at that background. All right, I switched to Rebecca's and I was flying. We have confirmed definitely something wrong with one of the sleds. So we'll trade it out at the bottom, but I mean, not a bad place for a hike, and I don't think I'll have to hike all the way down, just on a couple of the flat spots.
Take 2, we traded out our sled. Hopefully this one will go a little bit faster. Woo! Beat him! Woo! This is so fun! It's easy to see how people go off the edge here.
I got a new style!
This guy.
Uh-oh. Now we're getting some speed. I did not make it. This very much has some childlike wonder feel. All right, moving again. Oh, there's another turn. Earlier we saw somebody off the cliff here. Gotta go hard right. I barely cleared that. Oh no. Rebecca's is faster. I gotta block it. I can't block it.
Hello.
Don't want to go that way. I'm right next to the edge. Not like a deadly edge. Still pretty good adrenaline rush. I know.
That was so much fun. I already cannot wait until we have an opportunity to do that again.
How is sledding not a thing in the States? You just got to go down these like pathways that had just enough steepness and they were through the trees, a lot of speed. I think the fastest run we had was maybe like 20 minutes. It was awesome.
And to be clear, we know you can like sled down hills and stuff in the States, but it just felt a lot different doing it like on the actual path.
This was a beginner course. I think throughout this mountain they also have intermediate and advanced ones, which we're kind of enticed to try now after having done this. So maybe on our next visit to Switzerland.
Yeah, unfortunately, as you can see, the jackets are off, so it's a lot warmer. So we did the only option that we had today, which was good since we were just learning, but definitely can't wait to try it again.
This area does have skiing if that's something that you're interested in. It looked a little bit more beginner friendly than Zermatt. That's all for us for now. We're gonna head back down, probably gotta grab a quick bite to eat just at the grocery store or something before exploring other parts of Jungfrau. After a quick grocery store lunch as promised, we made our way on the train up to the other side of the valley here at Wengen.
Once again, we don't really have any plan. We're just gonna wander around, see what we can find, and check out some of the views. That was the first statue that greeted us here at Wengen. Amazing.
We did read they have some sort of race here, like downhill ski race, and they have the signs posted. It looks like it's still partially set up now. I think for more of like a recreational type event, but there's a lot of people hanging out. It seems fun.
This view is why we came up to Wengen.
We really wanted to see another angle of the Lauterbrunnen Valley, and from here you can see all the way down into the valley to towns I don't even know what's over there. You can also see all of the glaciers on the mountains and the colors, and it's also very quiet and peaceful. It's a nice place.
The train continues on, but we are only going to Wengen because that's as far as our Swiss pass will take us.
The cost to go on all the lifts and cover the rest of the area is about $60 or so, and we feel like we're enjoying what we've been doing, and we're kind of running out of daylight as well.
Now we're gonna head back down on the train and we're going to cut over to Grindelwald. So many fun surprises in Switzerland. Just walked around the corner and we found these people playing these instruments. I have no idea what they're called, but it sounded so beautiful. We made it to Grindelwald, and it definitely seems like this is a bigger town and more of a jumping off point for a lot of the activities that happen up in the mountains here.
It's interesting, the snow level now in mid-March is pretty minimal, so you can actually see they have snow all the way down into the town, so you can ski in, ski out type environment, but it's single track runs basically that is man-made snow just to be able to get back down here.
There's definitely snow still up in the mountain. It's just this lower section near town.
And when we talk about this being a jumping off point, that means that you can go from here to a lot of nearby hikes. The famous Eiger Mountain Peak is nearby, as well as the area of Perched, which has a lot of adrenaline type activities. They have a big catwalk, they have zip lining, so a lot of things that you can do out here at Grindelwald.
We are going to spend the last bit of daylight wandering around town, grab a bite to eat here, and then we'll head back to Bern for our last night.
I think we're just gonna stick with that montage of Grindelwald that we showed you because we've really just been wandering about town.
It's gonna wrap up our time today in the Jungfrau region.
I think we were able to cover a lot in one day. There are, again, a lot of different things that you can do. We were kind of looking to have a more independent day on our own, and I think we did so successfully.
Subscribe to see our next video as we explore the charming town of Lucerne.